Comfort zone, a phase that comes into your life when you fear taking on new challenges because you think you have reached your limit. You tend to give excuses and justifications as to why you cannot succeed. You somehow tend to feel satisfied with what you have, and you pride in your past performance, and hence you don't want to fail, which stops you from even trying for more. In this comfort zone, internally in your mind, you know that you can push yourself and do better, but somehow you convince your mind that what you're getting is good and comfortable. In fact, you fear taking risks, despite you having the abilities and skills to do it. You can spend your time doing unproductive activities, streaming social media or watching videos, but you fear trying out something new because you're able to meet your basic and luxury needs. So why will you risk, right? It sounds logical. But let me tell you, my friend, all great things and extraordinary things happen when you're out of your comfort zone, when you're out pushing yourself to create something new. Let me share with you a story of a man named Walt Disney who has changed the way our childhood was because he created cartoons, because he created Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Cinderella, and Tom and Jerry that entertained us to the pinnacle. So Disney Studios was doing well financially in the year 1930 with his Mickey Mouse character that appeared in more than 130 films, but Walt Disney has his eyes set on to produce a new feature animated film, Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. Even though the studio did well by that time, but the cost of producing Snow White film required $1.5 million, which was way more than what they were earning. His family and relatives suggested that he should not produce the new film, for it requires a lot of finances and it involves a lot of risk, and if the film is not liked by people, he will lose all the fortunes he gained from the past years. He faced difficulties. He was not getting much financial help. He even had to mortgage his house for $1.4 million. He took a loan from the bank for $250,000 and somehow he gathered up the money to produce Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. And guess what? In the initial release itself, the film made $8 million. In fact, it held the record for the highest grossing sound film at that time. It was re-released many times, and in the year 2008, it was given the honor of Greatest American Animated Film of All Time by the American Film Institute. See how the risk that he has taken trusting his skills and abilities. Disney Studios is reaping rewards even now with theme parks, Disneyland, and much more. This is what happens when you push yourself out of your comfort zone. You achieve extraordinary things as Walt Disney did, despite so many difficulties, to the extent that he loses his shelter and reputation if the movie didn't work. You know Virat Kohli, the Indian cricketer, he would have survived as an average cricketer, but he pushed himself to be the best athlete. He trained harder than others and achieved the milestone of being the best ICC male cricketer, not only for a year, but for a whole decade. Rafael Nadal, even after winning more than 20 Grand Slams, pushed himself harder after the surgery to be able to just participate in the Australian Open, but he won the Australian Open in 2022 by beating Daniil Medvedev, who was world number 2 then, and who was much better at rank with Rafael Nadal. He even won the recently concluded French Open to grab another Grand Slam. You see the commonality. Great things happen when you go beyond, and in this video, my dear friends, I am going to tell you simple and practical strategies to get out of your comfort zone. The first is to look and follow idols and inspirational people in your field and what they do. So if you're a tennis player, Roger Federer or Nadal is one of the best role models because even after winning 20 Grand Slams, they still train harder and they still have the same hunger to give their best and beat their competitors. If you're a business person, you can follow and look at Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk and see how even after achieving so much, they still want to create better products and they still have the same hunger to make their customers' life better in different spaces. If you are an employee, look at your boss or anyone you idolize to be like and see what skills they have and what they do to nurture their skills. These great people will inspire you to get out of your comfort zone. The second and the very important strategy is to make functional goals your primary driver for doing things instead of monetary goals. The main thing why we get into our comfort zone is when we are satisfied with our basic and luxury needs. For example, when we have good food, a good house, a good car, and we could see a decent future of us, we tend to relax and sort of hang our boots and get in comfort zone. But think if Jeff Bezos would have kept the financial goal of meeting the basic and luxury needs when he started Amazon as only a book reading platform, it would not have extended its wing to become a landmark platform of delivery, online shopping, Amazon Prime videos, and a lot more. You see, when you keep monetary goals in mind, and when you achieve them, you tend to fall off afterwards. Instead, keep functional goal where you want to fulfill what needs to be done. For example, I have a target of producing 15 YouTube videos this month. I'm not bothered by how much money I will make from it. My target is to just produce those 15 quality videos. That is it. Money is a result of what you end up doing, but the main thing is the activity that you need to do. So having money as your prime driver and motivator to make you work will work for you to be an average person, but to really create a difference and be extraordinary, you need to have non-monetary and functional goals. The third strategy is to create a virtual paucity of money if you think that you have lots of money and somehow money influences you to work hard. So for example, you can lend your money to someone, invest in stocks, or invest in your future as insurance so that somehow the current account that you use shows that you have less money. I use this strategy often where I have 3 bank accounts, and the account that I spend for my personal need for my family, I keep the balance of that account very low, and it tends to motivate me to work hard. The fourth and very effective strategy to push you out of your comfort zone is to have critics who you believe are your well-wishers as well. This means people who guide you in the right direction, who could say words that may hurt you at that moment, but those words will help you grow in your future. For me, this role my dad does for me. And whenever he seems I'm flying a lot in the air with achievements, he tends to pull me back and always say things that could hurt me and push me to become better. My YouTube journey started because of his persistent push after my successful stint for the classes that I created on Skillshare and Udemy platforms. I was making decent money out of these platforms, but he insisted for the last 2 years to start YouTube, and here I am majorly because of my dad. So have a mentor who you know is your well-wisher and your critic as well. The fifth and final strategy is to put high stakes and to risk something you love. This means risking the most precious and valuable thing that you feel you have now. This could also mean risking the less money that you have in your bank account. For example, while producing classes on personal development and face reading, when my classes are doing well, to create more classes and to produce better videos, I consciously invested in animation softwares, in getting a better laptop for editing, in getting more tripods, because when I invest in these investment propels me to work hard. And if I don't work hard, they make me feel guilty. Like I see them and feel guilty. So it motivates me to get me out of comfort zone. So risk something you feel you need more. Of course, that should be towards your investment to upgrade yourself, to upgrade your skills by doing a certification in your field, not towards your personal fun activity, or you plan to go to a holiday trip in Europe and afterwards you say that I have no money left. Right? So these are the 5 strategies out of which you can use any of them or all of them and see if it pushes you to get out of your comfort zone. Just remember that when you are in your comfort zone, you achieve ordinary things, and when you are out of it, you do your righteous duty by pushing your purposeful and functional goals, you achieve extraordinary things. And my dear friends, I know that you are extraordinary and you are meant to push yourself. That's why you're watching this video. So create more magic, uplift more lives, and don't settle for less, because you're meant to do something extra. If you like the video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends whom you feel it will help. If you want us to meet again and again, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell so that you remain updated with my upcoming videos. Let me know how you feel about this video in the comment section. Share what you specifically do to get out of your comfort zone, and we all will be benefited as a community to become a better and more impactful people seeing your strategy. Bye bye for now, take super care of yourself, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.